Hello. Ooh, are you zooming in on my face? You gotta get nice and good there. I mean, I've spent a lot of time cleaning the pores. You know, look at this. I mean, this is clearly well manicured. It took a long time. And you're in Bergen, Norway, right? I feel like I get to have a little beard, eat some odd fish. Like, I mean, we're in Norway. That's what you do. Also, gotta say, Norwegian people, really nice, actually. Even the guy in the breakfast thing when I didn't get a tray, and then he gave me a tray, and then I left it midway through when I was going to the buffet, and he brought it back to me. He wasn't that mad. So, you know, that was a win. But otherwise, they've been generally nice.
So, I am here in Bergen, and we'll have to flash to the sign behind us, which is a cool little sign in the rocks in a second. It's like Norway's version of the Hollywood sign with a question mark, because they're not sure if they're here either. And I don't know if you can see over there, but there's a little, what looks like a little car driving around. It's actually, apparently, a lawnmower. It's basically a Roomba lawnmower. So look, it comes out of that little thing there where it's solar charged. And then it goes and it drives up and it's cutting the grass. The thing is, like, cutting grass, like I should be vacuuming my house. When I was a kid, do you know how many hours I spent pushing a lawnmower or wrapping around a lawn to cut the grass? And no one told me that there was a Roomba lawnmower.
We are in a place in Norway that I can't pronounce, that starts with, looks like it starts with an H, at Vikviken. And we are waiting to drive our car onto a ferry to ride across a picturesque lake. So there's no road here, there's just us, a few cars in front of us, and the water. And I think the ferry's gonna get here in, like, call it 5 to 10 minutes. And I really hope we're parked in the line for the ferry, because I actually don't know and can't read the signs. But there are other cars in front of us, and there was a word that kind of looked like boat or ferry written out there. If you guys have ever seen Norwegian, but there are words in there that look kind of like English, and then there are words that do not. So I saw something that looked like, you know, park here for a ferry. Fun fact for all of you, and no one is paying me to say this, and this is purely my opinion. My first time driving an electric car, fully electric. I gotta tell you, it's actually pretty nice. And it is not a Tesla, it's a Skoda. And the ride is really smooth, actually. It's been really nice. I could, like, actually see owning one of these cars, which is cool. Thankfully, today my life revolves around public transit, so I don't have to in day to day, but really nice ride. You can see where the appeal is. And Norway has, like, electric car station, like, charging stations everywhere. So you can get an electric car. If you come to Norway, like, my recommendation would be go electric car and just go that way. It's easier. You don't have to pay as much on tolls. You can drive in, like, bus and taxi lanes. I think there's cheaper parking. Like, it's all around easier. If you come to Norway, rent an electric car for sure. we will be making a harrowing climb to the top. The legendary Trolltunga. Actually, in seriousness, it's really not that hard of a climb. But it will be hard for us because we're not hikers. So we're going to get up, we're going to go in the morning, we're going to meet a group, and we are going to hike to a spot where we will then camp for the night and get ready to go to the top the next day. Some really advanced people know how to do it. I think they do it in like one day, but kind of like to stroll. And right now what we're doing is we're discovering how poorly we packed when we left home to come to Norway. And we are now repacking and trying to figure out where the closest sports store is in case we don't have anything. There's a chance, 100. I think we're doing okay. So that's what we're up to here in Trolltunga.
We are here at the foot of Trolltunga in Norway, and so for many of you who have seen it, it is a beautiful mountain, really nice view where you step out onto this like flat tabletop, like a ledge that juts out, but nice and narrow. It's like a walkway to effectively nowhere. It is beautiful, and so we're excited. We're going to start our hike in, call it like 30 minutes or so. We're just now getting ourselves prepared. You can see I got the full, what I think would be like, I'm not really a hiker, but I bought clothes. So I look like if my dad had packed me a hiking bag, this is kind of what I would look like. It would be practical, but it would not be something you would take pictures of. So I have my trusty, and they are literally my girlfriend's least favorite shoes, Merrell's. I'm not paid by them. They're just real comfortable, but admittedly real ugly. I've got Under Armour pants I've had since I was about 17 years old. Let's not forget, high quality, highest quality, somewhere between $5 and $15 sunglasses from either Amazon or a festival. I can't remember which one, pretty sure they were the same. So this is what I have to hike Trolltunga. I've obviously got a backpack full of other stuff in case it gets cold. Don't go hike a mountain that goes high without stuff to keep you from getting cold when it gets cold, because that'd be kind of dumb. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go on a hike. We've kind of got it split up today to where a lot of people come for the day trip. They crush the trip, call it 10 hours or so. We're gonna kind of take it at a leisurely pace and go halfway up. We've got a tour group, which is gonna be fun. We'll camp for the night and then get up and do the second half tomorrow. It's now, call it 10 a.m. If you were a day tripper and you were gonna do the whole thing in the day, you'd probably have to have gone up by now. But for us, like, split it up, relax, wake up, sunrise is the whole 9 yards, and then we go get a nice view. That's where we are. It's going to be great. We're at the beginning of our hike. So if you look around, it's already pretty beautiful. Thankfully, we were lucky enough to get a shuttle right to the starting point. Otherwise, we would have had to walk a little bit more. If you're here, that means going from P2 to P3, which are the different parking lots. We got super lucky. The weather is awesome. Like, it's much better than what we expected. I'm actually overpacked, like I'm sweating as it is right now. This is not normal, apparently. So you're gonna get like a really nice experience in these videos. Apparently it's not normally this sunny here. Take full advantage, and we'll be back shortly.
It's a type of blueberry. They taste a bit special. They're not as sweet as the other type of blueberry that you can see. So often they mix these ones with the normal blueberry to make jam, because these ones are easier to collect because they grow many of them together. When there's been these Christian invasions that converted also a sword under the neck, so they had to say, okay, it's the cross of Jesus.
We just ate some natural leaves and berries. It's actually kind of cool. You can just some of the food, if you know what to eat, you can pick it and eat it. I guess other stuff might kill you, but thankfully we got somebody showing us where to go, so I'm not I like having diarrhea or anything. It actually tastes good, which has been kind of cool. Definitely worth having a guide for that.
Well, this is the uphill part, so it's going all right. I'm a little sweaty, it's a little hot, but the views are pretty freaking sick. So it's worth that. Every time I get tired, I just turn around and just go, there's a glacier. That's pretty cool. I'm sweaty.
That is really clear, really nice water. Really, really, really good. This says smart water, but it wasn't smart until I put it in that lake. It's real good now, real smart. Norway fresh.
So we are still hiking towards Trolltunga, and we took a nice break to view this beautiful lake behind me. So this is nice, just nested right within the mountains here. You can see we have the glacier running around the top, nesting right into that lake, which is all sort of glacier runoff and rainwater. And yeah, we're having the most beautiful day here today. We got really, really lucky with the weather. It's super sunny. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, so it is said that they were cooking their meals in these big pots, the trolls. And it's also said that if you fall in it, you might get eaten by a troll. It's not very deep, you see the bottom here is like a couple meters.
We are here in Trolltunga. The reason it would make sense is because it kind of looks like a tongue juts out, but it juts out into like this vast space of amazing, like just a fantastic setup. And we've come at the right time of the day where actually there's nobody here. So normally there are like 2-hour queues and stuff, but like right now, we've kind of got it all to ourselves into a small group. It's pretty incredible. It really lives up to the hype. We gotta slowly move you towards the rock. So it's like a little bit, and then bam.
Just take that in for a minute. Calm, still, tranquil. It's nature at its finest.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, to me, it's more like the fire cooks it nicely because the sugar caramelizes. So we made it to Trolltunga. It's about, call it 9:30 in the morning or so. We camped out overnight and so went yesterday and then came back this morning. And it's just so peaceful. I think normally during the day, the downside here is obviously a lot of tourists come and we're seeing more and more people start to come in. But by staying overnight and then coming here early, you get great lighting and also you just get really nice, peaceful serenity in nature. It's a beautiful place to just do nothing. We don't get that enough.
We made it. Made it to the bottom of Trolltunga. That was a fun hike. Really nice. The way down was actually a little bit tough. Like, you know, going up stinks, but then coming down, you're like, doof, doof, doof. But the views were fantastic. I'm pretty excited to go to one of the sauna. And I'm just going to sit and just like heat out all of my problems. But I feel really relaxed. That was a great hike. Overall, I would rate it very highly. I would recommend strongly. We'll put a link in the notes about, you know, which tour guide we used and all of that fun stuff. But overall, that was a really fun hike.
Hi, we're back, and we are at Fjords Sauna. My Norwegian is terrible, but basically what this place is it's a really cool, like imagine like a dock, right? So out into a nice body of water with a sauna set up on it, and that's what this is, except the difference, and I've kind of undersold it. The difference is that we're in Norway, and we're on a fjord, and the view from the sauna, it's awesome. So we have this whole area to ourselves we got it for like an hour or so. We've got a nice little seating area there if you want to relax. You've got, as you can see, there's literally nobody. And then you've got the fjord. And you've got all of this different, like check out this water, it's beautiful. You've got the logs that are literally being burned to keep the sauna hot. You've got, we'll show you in a second, we'll check you out to the sauna. But if you come around this way, really nice deck chairs. You sit down and stare out into the beautiful, beautiful beyond. And then if you are confident enough to do it, which I might have made the trip in there and then gotten out real quick, is jump in to the water here. Now this water is not warm, probably cold. It's about 15, somewhere between 10 and 15 degrees Celsius, which in Fahrenheit is, what's that, like somewhere between 40 and 60, I think. So it's cold. And then you've got the sauna. Now the coolest thing about the sauna is, well, it's a sauna that you can actually like put wood into. Check this out. So I can actually go in here, and right now it's 80 degrees Celsius in here. But I can add wood to the sauna. So I got my own little wood here. Couple minutes there will be a roaring fire in there from that wood I just put in. So that's actually keeping this place cold, or keeping this place hot, excuse me. And you got, obviously it wouldn't be an old school sauna without a scooper. Look at that. Make it nice and steamy in here. Whew, it's getting hot. Whew, real. It's 80 degrees Celsius in here. And then what you can do, you can come out and you can take a little dip in the water. Now, it's a little chilly, but almost just lost my camera girl in the water. We're getting good, we're getting situated. Yeah, don't want to lose the phone, but you can also jump into water. So what I'm gonna do now, just for you guys, because it's cold, is I'm now gonna go from the hot to a nice little plunge. Now, enjoy me jumping into some cold water. Peace. Oh, that was great. Oh yeah, totally forgot. I skipped the best part about this. Now that I'm nice and cold, I can get in. Check this out. Super hot, getting better. And oh, by the way, oh no, look at what I can see. So from while I'm sitting here warming up, I can stare out into the fjord. Sweat with a view. It ain't that bad. Now, if you'll excuse me. Delicious. We are here in a town a little bit north of Bergen. We rented I guess it's like a guest house, lake house type thing. It's like attached to a farm, so it's a really nice host family. I'm staying over here. They have apple orchards and plums down that way, so you can kind of see the trees. And it's really nice. I mean, the view is spectacular. So we had coffee and stuff this morning, just sitting here and just staring out at the lake. If you haven't been to Norway, it's extremely picturesque. Like, everything is nice when it's sunny. I've heard that when it gets a little stormy, it's a little, but we've had some beautiful weather. So just like everything is like, I mean, I'd frame that. Like, if I stood here and I just like, you're like, all right, well, what have you been looking at? It's like that, which is, it's pretty sweet. And it's just one of like the million lakes and fjords and stuff here in Norway. They're just like everywhere. I don't know what the name of it is because I don't need to, because there's like 1,000 of them. It's awesome. Nice here, you've got a cute little bench over there that's like something out of a book or out of a movie. That's like where you'd have your, I don't know, you'd propose to somebody on that bench, or you'd like, resolve a conflict on that bench or something. Like, I've been waiting for you, and that's where you'd meet. Don't know what that is. But now we're coming into this place. So it's kind of nice. You've got like really good amount of space. It doesn't look like it from the outside, but actually a lot of space. Really rustic. I'm trying to think of what to show you first, I guess. I mean, obviously, just pan around. Really cool. And so you've got a little table here where we've obviously had breakfast. You can see our little crumbs. We've used it. It works. It folds out as well, so you can fit more people if you need it. This, and I know it looks like there might be a TV in there, but actually there's all the supplies you need. So it's really nice. We've got plates, glasses, pans, pots. You got a hair dryer if you need it. You know, obviously, you know, my hair. You've got a little hob there so you can heat up food. Just plug it in, gets nice and hot. Lots of little cool little trappings. You have this little stove here. We didn't use it, but I guess, and there's wood there. I guess if it was cold, you could probably heat that up and it would heat the house up, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it was a little warm for us. We didn't have a chance. And I am not good at playing guitar, but there is a guitar there. So if anybody, if you want to come here and be a little bit, you know, wang, 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 you could do it with a guitar. I'm actually doing more like wang, 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 but the bedroom's here. Really nice. Obviously they have a blind thing here to bring down so the sun doesn't blind you in the morning. But I mean the view, right? Like, look at that. When we slept in here, part of it was we wanted to put the blind down to block out the sun, but the other part of it was, why would you block out that view? So we went to bed early and we rose early, and I'm really, really glad that we did. Obviously, the other nice thing, they've got lots of motivational posters and things in here, so if you really are feeling down, bring you right back up. You know, you've got to, above all else, love each other deeply. I mean, I don't know. I never met Peter, but that's not a bad statement. So we've got all this fun stuff. Now into the kitchen. Really nice, good space. Pretty much everything you'd need. It's cozy, right? Like, but you've got pots. You got another hob in here. You got pans somewhere. Where do we put the pan? There is a pan. There are multiple pans in here. Oh yeah, down there. There's my pan. We've got a pot holder, spices, bowl. And for those of you that really love recycling and composting, you got all the options. If you want to do plastic and cardboard, or if you want to compost, you want to get real nature with it. And then, bathroom's really nice. Really, I mean, it's a pretty standard toilet. It works. But the shower is really nice here, actually. Granted, it's small, so you're kind of on top of yourself, but surprisingly nice shower, surprisingly modern for what this building looks like. You've got choice of your overhead shower or the handle. And I mean, I guess practically it's probably better if you close the curtains so you don't spray water everywhere, but like, you don't have to, because it's kind of on top of everything, so it's nice. And lots of these rooms have windows as well, which lets the air in and out. Now, we gotta go to the coolest part, which is like the loft area. Now, the scary part is like, can this ladder support me? It is a question. You hear it creaking a little bit. It's like, oh, this ladder's telling me I shouldn't be eating all that cheese. But, getting up there, and now you've got a little cozy room up here. So hold on, let me see if I can show you around real quick. Nice old cozy room. You've got 2 single beds, a window. You know, if you were to come here with kids or you had extra folks, you could sleep up there. I mean, I think I could fit in there. It's tight. I tried laying down, so it's not too bad, but it's, you know, it's a pretty good little room, and you can stay in there. Now, can I climb down while still staring at the phone? That's an interesting question, but you can still stay in there. It's not too bad, you know, even for those of us that are a little bit larger, climb up and down the ladder. It's not impossible. Don't forget, tell us what you liked. Tell us what you didn't like down in that comment section. Obviously hit subscribe. And if you liked it, give us a nice like and tell your friends about it. I think we're really having a good time showing you all these videos, and we want to keep making more. So any feedback, anything else, anything you'd like us to check out, let us know. We're here. Thanks again for joining us.